Hey y'all, today we're going to be making Mississippi loose meat sandwiches in our crock pot.
All while having a whole lot of fun. Grab yourself a bud. That's what I was, not you.
Put my hands over here.
Hey guys, welcome back to my
I was going to start.
Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. I am Cris from ReaderRecipes.com.
And I will always love you.
See, if you had started, you wouldn't get your dramatic moment, and that's what you just thought.
I'm Mikey from Recipes.crock.com. We are here to make something that is simple, delicious, and frankly, a lifesaver. Because if you want like Mississippi flavors and your family likes Mississippi flavors, but you're like, I don't gots all day to do it, man. We gots the solutions for you.
Yes. So if for anyone who may not know what Mississippi means, it doesn't mean it's coming from Mississippi. We're standing in Indiana.
And it's cold.
Yes. We're not happy about that. We're standing in Indiana, but this is a style of dish that has been dubbed Mississippi for all you folks from Mississippi. I don't know.
We should really do the research and find out, because it was probably some dude in like Maine or something.
Who knows? But anyhow, that just means that it typically is a dish that you put together with some kind of protein, and you add
4 ingredients.
A gravy mix, a ranch mix with some butter, and pepperoncinis. And we do it a little bit differently. I think each website might do it just a little bit differently. Ours, we do a couple different ways, but we love those flavors, and we've combined them in a bajillion different ways. Check out the blog post down below, and it will actually give you a full listing of the recipe of this. Has a full listing of every Mississippi recipe and how we've done it.
And you should try them all because they're really, really good.
Mikey is their biggest fan.
I am.
But so I got to thinking, because we wanted some sandwiches this week because we're trying out some new low carb bread
which we'll show you later.
Yes. And so I was like, you know what? We haven't done a loose meat sandwich. So a long time ago, we did an Italian loose meat sandwich, which was very good too. Really good. And I'm like, let's do this Mississippi style. So it's super, super simple. What you're going to want to have is 2 pounds.
Wait. You'll never believe us unless we show you.
We have 2 pounds of ground beef already browned and cooked and drained in our Ninja.
Yeah, so we did it right there in the Ninja. If you've got a cooker like this, you could do it all in one pot. If you don't, you can do this in a skillet as well.
Yes. So our Ninja, you can brown in. I feel weird because I can't see what's going on. That you can brown it in the pot. Like Mikey said, if yours doesn't do that, you can definitely do it in a skillet and then throw it in a 6-quart slow cooker.
And then what do you need? I like playing cameraman. It's been a while since I've been the camera
This
guy.
feels weird. Okay. To that, we are going to add 1 packet of gravy mix. We are using the au jus gravy mix.
Bless you.
Because it is lower in carbs than what you will find in other packets.
Yes.
So we're
significantly lower in carbs, and that's what we are doing, is making sure we've got low carb. By the way, that's a bucket because we were changing out and we got a new fridge, and so I was making sure that I didn't put water all over the floor, and so with the water lines and everything, and well, it's because the bucket's in the shot. I gotta tell them why.
This really has nothing to do with
because somebody is watching this right now and they're going, "Why do you got a bucket on the floor?" It's because we got a new shiny silver fridge. I just thought it was cool. Anyway.
I apologize. These are going to be the comments that say, we're at 5 minutes and 53 seconds and they still haven't made the recipe.
Yeah, but somebody also is going to go, that's the nice fridge, and those are the ones we like. Anyway, okay. So you've got your au jus gravy mix in there. Next
we're going to add a packet of ranch mix. You can use regular ranch mix. We are using the creamy dill ranch because it is lower in carb count. So we're going to put that down in there.
Right in there.
And I'm going to go ahead and mix this up just to kind of get those flavors fully incorporated.
Yes.
before I start adding liquid because we don't want it to get clumpy on us.
I'm going to put this back on the mount because I'm pretty sure they know how to do the rest of it.
Okay.
It's nice hanging out with you guys, though.
So to that, we are going to add a half a cup of pepperoncini juice. If you are afraid of the spice, you could use a half a cup of beef broth instead. We're just kind of diluting a little bit of all that packet flavor. Not too much. We're actually adding a layer of flavor to kind of make it a little bit more.
The pepperoncinis give a little bit of heat. Wow, we're really far away. Come a little closer. Don't be shy. The pepperoncinis add a lot of flavor. It's pickles, pretty much. It's pickled pepperoncinis, which are the little, the little.
How many times are you gonna say that?
Only once, because that was a good time. They're sour. They've got a little bit of heat to them. They're not near as hot as like a jalapeno or a banana pepper, but there is some heat. So if you don't like the heat as much, or the heat bothers you, then you want to pull that off. But, and again, you could use dill pickles. We've done that before. I'm sure that would go in there. We kind of like the heat and the intense sour that goes with this flavor.
For the most part, it's more about the sour.
Yes.
So, okay, so then we're going to add a half a cup of sliced pepperoncinis to this to, again, add the flavors, give a little bit of crunch in there.
Yep. That's what I really like about it, is the texture of those pepperoncinis in it. But
okay, and so now all we're going to do is add a half a stick of butter on top, and eventually we'll stir. And we're going to put this on low for 2 to 4 hours so all these flavors can kind of blend together and meld together. And I'm always going to get the question, well, if it's already all cooked, can't you just eat it right now? The answer,
absolutely.
Yeah, the answer is yes. It's just kind of like when you make a soup or when you make chili or a stew, for the most part, that has the ingredients already, those kinds of dishes that have ingredients already cooked. It's not about whether or not it's safe to eat. It's more about building the flavor. So it just builds the flavor.
You've got all those flavors in there, but the longer you let it sit and you let the fat from the meat and the fat from the butter kind of marry up with the gravy and the ranch, the longer that it goes on a lower heat, the better it's going to taste. You can actually, if you want to, you could do this whole thing in a skillet and have it done in less than 30 minutes if you want to.
But we're a slow cooker site.
And our way's better. Actually, it's not, I wouldn't say better, I don't want to sound all cocky and everything, but if you go slow with it, and like she said, 2 to 4 hours, if you want to crank it up to high and do it on one.
1 to 2, yeah.
You totally can.
The other thing that makes this a really yummy option is that you could double or even triple this recipe and put it on to cook for like a party. And then this is a great thing for you low carbers. You could serve with buns for people who enjoy carbs, and then you can have low carb options for wraps and those kinds of things for your low carb.
Which we're going to show you, but we're going to let this sit for a little while and get them flavors married up, and then we'll see you here in about an hour.
Well, and what you need to have on hand after that is your favorite sliced cheese. We enjoy this with sliced pepper jack cheese. We enjoy it with sliced Havarti cheese.
You're giving away all our secrets.
I'm just telling them what to get ready.
Oh, hey, go get some Havarti or some pepper jack cheese.
Then if you have a favorite low carb tortilla, bun, bread, or you could serve it over, you could eat it as is, or you could serve it over a salad if you're low carb. If not, grab yourself a bun. That's what I was, not you.
Put my hands over here.
You're low carb, remember?
Oh, you meant those buns. Tell you what you do. You've got a little bit of time here, run to the store, get your 2 pounds of ground beef, get all your ingredients, and make this, and then meet us back here, and we'll have it together in 3, 2, 1. Come here, check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, Mississippi loose meat sandwiches. Now you get all that butter's melted down, so she's just going to stir that in. And this has been going on, I think we put ours on high for an hour.
Yeah, but normally I would do low for 2 to 4.
Yeah, so, but to speed this process up, because 1, I'm hungry, and 2, we've got other things we've got to tape today, you could totally speed that process up. And I promise you, that flavor's still going to be there. But I'm going to set you down gently in your little cradle right here, and then we're going to go eat.
We're going to talk about a low carb trick that we found that we're really enjoying around here. So, in our grocery store, we found Joseph's Lavish bread.
Lavash.
All right.
Lavish.
Yeah. Oh, I just now saw that a serving is only half of a flatbread.
This is a full flatbread. Look how big that is. That's bigger than a sheet of paper.
That is huge, which we've only been eating half, but half of that is 6 net carbs, just heads up.
Yep.
So I'm glad we've only been eating half of it because I thought I was cutting.
Now you're going to look on the back and go, that's 8 grams of carbs, but you take the fiber off of it, which is 2 grams of fiber, which is good. That's a lot of fiber.
Yep. So to this, I am just layering some slices of Havarti cheese on one side of this flatbread.
You could pepper
no,
jack,
I did it this way
American
last time.
cheese, however you want to do it. But we like the Havarti because it'll kind of melt down and get creamy.
So I am doing 3 slices across the long way on this. And then I'm going to move those plates. I'm going to spoon the Mississippi loose meat on top. I've got a slotted spoon so we don't get too, because I like that gravy for it to flavor in, but I don't want to make my wrap soggy.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to spoon this over this to start melting my cheese. And if you're not into low carb or this isn't what you're doing, you could totally use a bun.
Except we're going low carb, so.
Oh my. Please.
Sorry, Aki.
I need those for pictures.
I'll go get that right now.
I appreciate that. Aunt Lou had hers on a bun yesterday when I was doing taste testing with everybody. So now all you do is you take, as you can see, I've got it all lined up on this side, and I'm going to start rolling it to the part that doesn't have...
And the other good part of that too is when she does it like half, you're like, why didn't you spread it out? Because especially this lavash, if it does get moisture into it, it'll get a little soggy. So that'll give you a little barrier on the bottom. Oh, look at that, that's falling out.
Yep.
I think I'm going to try some of that now.
So now, all I'm going to do is cut this in the middle on a diagonal to make 2 nice little sandwiches. I actually kind of like this and prefer this over the tortillas because I can make things twice as fast, which I kind of like. I think he would like some. What do you think?
Hang on.
Oh, you want? Oh, was that one bigger?
I want the bigger half.
Oh, okay, sorry.
This, y'all, like the Mississippi recipes we have are generally going to be low carb anyway. But as you make it into sandwiches, if you're trying to cut your carbs but you don't want a full meal, you just want a sandwich, these things are really, really good. Look at that. You got your cheese in there. You got some peppers and some meat. How is it? Is it good?
Very good.
I know.
Very, very good. This is one of my favorites.
Oh, man. That's hot.
I really, really enjoy this. This would be great for any kind of party where you're gonna have folks over. It's like an alternative to Sloppy Joe's. It just kind of is like, oh, that's different.
It's salty.
Folks will be asking you for the recipe.
Oh, well, I'll tell them where to go. I'll tell them to go recipes.crock.com. The meat, when I went to brown that meat, I put no seasoning whatsoever. No salt, no pepper, no onion, no nothing. You could use the make-ahead ground beef if you want to. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But that was just plain ground beef that was sauteed or browned up, and then the packets, the ranch packet and the gravy packet, as well as the really, really sour
I would
juices from those
definitely,
pepperoncinis.
if you're using make-ahead ground beef, I would definitely skip the salt because this is plenty salty.
This does not need any salt. To me, it's perfect. And then putting the Havarti cheese in there, it gives it a creaminess on top of that sour. Y'all, I'm telling you what, kids will love that, especially when you make them in them fancy wraps. That is so good. Good job, babe.
Oh.
Hey, if you think we did a good job, if you like what you're seeing here, maybe it's what I eat on camera. Maybe it's the fact that I'm adorable.
In it.
Maybe it's the fact that she's flinging food all over her face. Whatever it be, give us a like down below. If you have not become a member of the Crock Posse, please do. All you got to do is click the subscribe button down below, and you're automatically a member of a huge growing family that we got around here called the Crock Posse. And if you want to know as soon as we put up a new video that we put up just about twice, 3, 4, sometimes 8 times a week, then all you got to do is click that little bell down below next to the subscribe button. It's called the
Ding-a-ling.
And when you click that, that lets YouTube know that you want to see the videos right away. And most importantly, y'all, whatever you do, laugh often.
Eat good food.
And speak life.
Bye, guys.
I love the lavage.
My goodness, you were Mr. Entertainer today.
If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the Patreon